I came to my first football game was Brentford. I came here, and it was like early '80s. I was really young, and so it would have been. It was definitely mine. But all my mates who came from school, it was probably been their first game. We came here, and it was against Walsall. I remember that, and we were in the Braemar Road stand. We were probably even in like what is still the kind of family, friends, guests area that they have there, which is actually right by where my season ticket is. There wasn't many people there. We were, and because we were kids, we were just running around everywhere. You know, like probably paying not too much attention to the game. It was just, and I remember it seeming really huge. Like the stadium felt really big, and obviously it isn't really. You know, it just felt kind of like wow. And we won 4-1, I think, which is not a bad result for a first game. You know, you could have been I brought my little boy here, and it was the Cambridge Caribou Cup. Went to penalties and we lost. Now, the football now is easily the best I've ever known it to be, and I've been sort of coming on and off, say, since the early '80s, so I went on to that. So now it's really kind of like the high point. I mean, and yet every season it's just been getting better and better. Just when you think it can't get any better, or you know, when Hotter left, it broke my heart. When I saw him in a Birmingham City shirt, it was like seeing your girlfriend with another bloke, you know. It was like, but suddenly you've got another hero, you know, and like it was just, you know, and the team's got even better still, and you think, oh well, you know, you lose another key player, but it just keeps getting, you know, it keeps moving forward. But I mean, what else can you ask for really? Your team plays your tune when the side comes out. It's just great. It's just sort of you know, one day they'll stop playing it, and it will break my heart. I'll die a little bit inside of you, you know. But you know, it's just like, it's kind of weird as well. You sort of sit there and you're more keyed up for the game, and you sort of forget it's your tune. You know, I only found out because in fact I was often get there quite late, so I miss it, right? So other people told me, and it was like, oh right, you know, I thought just the one, but no, they've been playing it for a while. You know, it's like, oh well, this is really cool. I know that they used to play it back in the sort of the 2005-2006 season, when we got to the playoffs. I was friendly with Jay Tab, who was a great player for us, and he said that they would, because that was when it came out, they would play in the dressing room before the match. So, which I always thought was really cool. So I don't know whether that's sort of continued, or I can't imagine any of the players now have, like, you know, got any idea who Hard-Fi were. I mean, they're all about 21, aren't they? So, yeah, probably about 6 when that record came out. It's like, you know, the way the clubs run, the ethos behind it, the fact that they don't always go in for the sort of like, I don't know, the cheesy bits and pieces that go on with some of the other clubs. It's got a real sort of vibe about it, and I think, you know, as long as you can, you know, transport that, as long as it, you know, it's with the people will bring that feeling, they'll bring that soul, you know. So it's up to us as like fans, and obviously up to the club as the way they run it. You know, I think we shouldn't have a problem. I think I've got quite set in my ways, right? So I'm sort of like thinking that, you know, I'd almost try and get exactly the same spot that we have at the moment, but in the new stadium. And also I'm kind of thinking that, so that would be like the south stand, and if I can get quite close to, because I'm very worried about the pub being busy. You know, the pub we normally go to is by Kew Bridge, so it's going to be packed. So we need to be able to get quick access to the pub after the game, so we can get from there. There's going to be a lot more bars, isn't there, and stuff like that, so maybe that won't be a problem. It starts to get, you know, all a bit more real, and it does get, you know, a bit more emotional. You know, that place. I mean, you know, there's people have been coming there for years and years and years. There's so much tied up in it. You know, ashes on the pitch, all sorts of life experiences have been had there. I've got a new band called OffWorld, and we're putting out an EP, which should be a precursor probably to another EP and then an album. So yeah, if you want to check out the music, go to offworld.uk, and hopefully you'll like it.